Hello and welcome to the Mindset Alchemy podcast. I'm your host, Janine, and I love helping you understand where you can turn words into that catalyst that takes you from feeling like lead into being gold, transmuting and transfigurationing what it is you believe, how you believe it. I know that isn't a word, but okay. The bottom line is words matter, words count, words create, words also destroy. They destroy people, they destroy us, they destroy our future. They can create our future, they can help us expand, and they can help us step into who we can be. And this is one of the reasons this is called the Mindset Alchemy podcast, because through checking in with our thinking, our feelings, with what we are saying, we can co-create with the universe a way that is just so much more expansive, so much better, and just helps us play rather than sit in despair. I really enjoy using a mantra from Louise Hay. Everything in my life, every experience, every relationship is a mirror of the mental patterns that are going on inside of me. When these patterns change for the better, I create harmony within. Let me repeat that so you can write it down. If you're driving, do it when you've stopped. Please. Everything in my life, every experience, every relationship is a mirror of the mental pattern that is going on inside of me. When these patterns change for the better, I create harmony within. Now, with that harmony, we allow ourselves to come into harmony, into synchronistic action with the universe, with what's of a higher vibration, of what can work out with us. I recently lost my pet, and I could have gone into regret and oh no's, which I did find myself doing. And then I stopped it. I went, regret disconnects me from the field of intention. And, he was such a faithful, loving, unconditionally accepting dog. And I did what I could do, the best I could do at that point in time. But the result is it shifted the way I was feeling. It shifted various things, and it just helped me to understand life in a deeper way, that he had been here, he had been a support, and now it was his time to go and play and to live in a different way. And it's when we can accept that we can live in a different way, we can alter our state of reality. We can do it while we're here in our physical form, because remember, we are a spirit having a body experience. Which reminds me, we get to include body in our decisions. We get to include body in asking, body, what would you like to do today? What would you like to wear and eat today? Where would you like to go? And where would you like to help me co-create? We do this with body, we do this with soul, and then we get to check in. Is what I'm doing the most loving action right now? Where can I apply more love to this? I learned this from a mentor who would say, Janine, where can you apply more love? And I get so irritated. And then I realized I was getting irritated because there's a hook inside, there's a trigger. And when I resolved it and I understood what love actually is, here we are discussing beyond the romantic and the sentimental. We are discussing the energetic, the vibrational, and the frequency of love, which allows our bodies to become lighter, for us to see beyond situations. And while we are in apparently low vibrational, hurtful, painful situations, we can ask, where do I apply more love? For me, the most loving action was to allow the vet to help my already transitioning dog to transition faster. To me, it was loving to him, it was loving to me. And when I weighed in with my guides and my body, they agreed. When I weighed in with his body agreed as well. So it's to see what is the most loving action in a situation. I had somebody approach me to do something. And when I looked at it, I realized this would fracture our relationship terribly. And the most loving thing for both of us at that point was to say, I'm sorry, I'm unavailable that day. It's just outside of what I can do. And this actually preserved our relationship and helped us to move forward in a better way. There are many times that I would like to buy something and I'll say, what is the most loving choice here? What is the most expansive choice here? Will this add to my life or will it take away from my life? And depending on the answer, if it's a yes, then I acquire it. If it's a no, then I leave it behind. It's to get into being curious, to look at our thinking, and are we saying, oh, I can't afford it? Or are we saying, oh, wow, yes, I can get this. It just is unavailable at the moment for me at this point in time. Alternatively, there are times I've been asked to say, well, what if I could afford this? What would that feel like? What would that look like? And I go, you know what? This may be slightly different to what I'm actually looking for. And then the most perfect thing pitches. And guess what? So does the finances, or I get blessed with it. It gets given to me. And this is the better way of living our life. It's a better way of creating. And it comes down to what words are we choosing to play with? Are we choosing words that are no, I can't, never, whatever? Or are we choosing to say, you know what is the most loving choice here? What else is possible? What are the infinite possibilities? And what do I actually desire? What would I really like to acquire? Where can I bring this into my world in a way that is expansive for me, for my life, and for those around me? And when we get to play with and people, even questions can keep us stuck. So be very, very aware of the questions you're asking, because you say, well, what's the point of this? And feel the energy, listen to the tone. And that question may keep you looping even more than a why question. So the one question I really dislike is when I hear people saying, so why is this happening to me? Oh, my word. It just invites in more of the same until the person realizes what the game is. And I have been there, and I'm speaking to you from experience. And when I looked at it, and I would say, in changing it, change the why is this happening to me? Where can this add to my life? What if this is for my highest of good? Where can I allow this to be for my highest of good? And my favorite, well, what else is possible? What if I allowed the infinite possibilities of the possibility that this is for my highest of good and move on from there? And I also enjoy using the question, how can life get any better than this? How does life get any better than this? Wow, what are the infinite possibilities of life getting better than this? Even when I'm in a beautiful situation or enjoying an incredible meal, because that opens the possibilities and the potential to take me forward into something better. Goodness, can we visualize it or imagine it? Maybe at that point, it's a bit elusive. What if we can trust the universe, trust our body, and ask for expansion, ask for something better, and ask for ourselves to grow in a way that is expansive? And the discomfort may be there, and it's discomfort rather than intense discomfort. I was doing a Facebook Live and I was talking about the way I had added a variation on an exercise routine I did. And the next day, my body said to me, you do know this was different. So you used the muscles differently, muscles that may have been unused to it and were letting me know. I then added a new exercise, and those long unused in that particular way muscles let me know that, goodness, Janine, there's better ways of doing this. And at that time, there wasn't. And when I was able to say, that's okay, we'll keep on, we'll allow it, we'll tweak it. Goodness, I could have sat complaining about my muscles. Instead, I was like, okay, what can I learn from this? Where can I expand from this? And really what came forward was this podcast of where can I get to play with love in a situation that feels very, very far from play and very dreary in that particular part of the day? And it was to see, when we do begin things, there is discomfort. When we start working on new projects, better ways of doing, yes, there may be enthusiasm. Yes, there may be anticipation. There's also ways of learning, stretching, and growing. And this helps us build our resiliency muscle. So even when we're building our resiliency muscle so that we can learn more about ourselves, build our capacity, and create the vision we're looking for, we get to explore, what am I saying about this journey? What am I saying about this process? And where am I retarding this process and progress because of the way I'm speaking about it? Peppering in, oh, I'm unable to do this, or peppering in, what on earth would I would want to do this for? And it's like, no, let's avoid this. Yes, yes, yes. Let's step away from this and click our fingers and go 3, 2, 1, change, 3, 2, 1, change, 3, 2, 1, change. I find that a great way of shifting away from it. If you are uncomfortable with the word change, then you can say 3, 2, 1, shift, 3, 2, 1, shift, 3, 2, 1, shift. Because shift and change are what we call switch words. And they go below the consciousness, deep into the unconscious, and help us shift so we can make conscious what may be holding us back, where better ways of growing, and the best way to apply more love to a situation. So be aware of the words you're using, the phrases you're bringing into your life, what you are feeling when you've said it, and where you are focusing on lack rather than on expansion. Looking forward to hearing from you. Come and find me on social media, and I would love it if you could leave me a 5-star rating and share this with a friend. Have a great, grand, and glorious day. Bye-bye.